Playboi Carti is coming on Friday with his Opium Boys. On everyone's soul, he's dropping Friday. The album is finally done, confirmed by Carti himself and more, so let's go through everything. Also, if you're new here and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe and like the video. It takes a second and helps my channel out a ton. Okay, enough yap, let's talk about literally everything pointing towards this new Carti album dropping this Friday, along with some other things that could possibly go down with Carti. Straight up, one of the biggest things that we've seen so far is a post directly from Carti himself, now that he is finally alive again and posting on his social medias. So it started off with this one of Carti just chilling, just flexing some money. Honestly, I prefer an authentic Carti picture like this than a soulless fit pic, but in the background of this is the Jay-Z song Girls, 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 where on the next post it shows him texting the producer Wheezy, which in this picture Wheezy is texting Carti saying that he is going to sample that Jay-Z song for the album. So everyone sees this, right? Red flags going off immediately. Everyone's thinking the album is not done. Holy shit, how is it still not finished? Because what other album could be being talked about besides I Am Music here, right? The whole entire industry is waiting for Carti to drop this project. They can't be talking about anything else. Well, on this day, guys, a miracle has happened, because for the first time ever in Carti's career, he's given us clarity. Carti posted another story basically saying, my album done, me and Wheezy talking about some other shit. I could cry. So let's take a look at everything we have here, because this means a lot of different things. I Am Music date, a second album, which we already kind of got confirmed by a leaker. It's called Baby Boy, and a possible Opium collab in that same leak. So it could be either of those albums, and a whole lot more, so let's talk about it. First, let's talk about what everyone wants to know. This I Am Music release date, is it coming out Friday? And then we'll talk about this second Carti album. Now that we know it's confirmed that the album is done from Carti himself, it has to be coming soon. Which means I really think this week could be the week that we get something. We got 5 more days till Judgment Day, the day before millions and millions of dollars get refunded from Carti and his label. The day before the big Rolling Loud weekend, Opium Sunday, and Carti headline. These are all pretty big factors in Carti's release date. And it's looking like more and more it's finally time for I Am Music to drop. And with that, I think there's actually 3 pretty big possibilities of what can happen here in regards to the rest of this I Am Music rollout. So the first one is pretty short and pretty obvious of a feeling that we have felt. Straight up, just that the album doesn't drop, back to limbo. They don't give a fuck about these refunds. It's just, we're cooked. That's it. We're just fucking cooked. But that doesn't mean it's completely over if it doesn't drop this Friday. At least this Friday won't be the signifier of that. But I'll talk about when we'll really know it's over after the other 2 possibilities that I want to talk about. Now, the second one is probably the best case scenario here. Carti announces the album this week from Monday to Wednesday around that time. More bundles and merch come out, and then the album drops on Friday. This could be a big possibility, but honestly, this video is going up on a Monday. Like I said, if we don't hear anything from today until Wednesday, I think it's over for Friday. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This can happen because of the bundles, but besides that, we don't really know much about this Friday yet, besides it's the date that makes the most sense. But you know Carti, he never, ever, ever, ever makes sense. Now for the third and final possibility, another huge possible outcome of this entire week and for the album I Am Music is that nothing comes on Friday, and when Rolling Loud comes around on Sunday, he announces the album either at the end or the beginning of his performance. And then after or before the announcement, whenever he decides to do it, we just get the most fucking insane Carti set of all time as promo for this album. I genuinely think this Carti set is going to be one of his best just because of everything that could happen this week. It's very anticipated. We're going to hear a lot of new and fresh music. It's going to be sick. And I also will be live streaming that next Sunday on the 16th, his whole entire Rolling Loud set. So be there, subscribe for that. Carti, Ken, ASAP's new album being streamed on Saturday, possibly, or at least some songs from that. So yeah, be there. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, if you were to ask me what I think is most likely to happen out of these 3 scenarios, I personally think that we're going to see the Rolling Loud thing happening. That way the announcement isn't just a post, it's clips of Carti saying it at Rolling Loud. There's a lot more viral potential there. It gets posted everywhere. It's just the game. I'm just looking at it as someone who has worked at a major record label in the past and have really seen how it works and like kind of just the way these labels think when it comes to these artists. And that just honestly makes the most sense to me as someone in marketing. But yeah, that's what we know about I Am Music right now. But I'm not gonna forget, Carti did sneak in a little thing about a second album here when he said we talking about some other shit, so we need to talk about that. Now I know it's kind of a stretch taking this message and running with it as Carti confirmed a second album, oh my god, like this is insane. But we have heard a lot of rumors of this second album from different leakers, so I'm obviously not going to say it's confirmed because nothing's confirmed until Carti says it, but I'm going to be honest, I think it's real and I think it exists, and could actually be dropping as well. So let's talk about it. So what do we know about this second project? Well, there are multiple projects that could be coming. Rumored from leakers has been an Opium collab project, which if you want to hear more about that, I talked about that in one of my older videos. I can link it above if you want to watch that. But also in those same rumors is an older one that we have heard for a while called Baby Boy. I think this project Carti is talking about is Baby Boy, especially from what this leaker said. So let's dive into that real quick. This is from the Good Ass Sub Discord, who verifies their leakers, and still take it with a grain of salt. You know how leakers can be, and you also know how Carti can be, so things could change at any moment. So it just starts off with confirmation that Baby Boy is this other shit that Carti is talking about on his story, which we all kind of knew already, but what do we learn here about the actual album? The leaker says, like he said in his earlier dump, there's different sounds to it from the mainstream project. Obviously, he's talking about I Am Music here. But the leaker goes on to say on Baby Boy is a lot more sampling and rapping than Baby Voice and Rage beats, and he describes this new project as Hood by Air but with soul/older samples, which makes sense with the songs Carti has been posting that are older. Hood by Air but on a soul sample is absolutely nuts. I'm gonna be honest, I can't even comprehend what that would even begin to sound like. And honestly, this is all reminding me of the snippet that we heard all the way back in late 23, early 24, around that time with the Better Off Alone sample. Here's a listen to that if you forgot. It's unironically one of my favorite snippets that we've heard this entire era. It's just so good. Like, you can't escape this one. We really need this one to drop. Just because I know Carti would absolutely slide on this. A Carti project with just straight classic 2000 songs being sampled would actually be crazy. I can't wait to hear all of this if it's true. This leak is ended with it won't be coming for a while, but it's on course for this year, and that it's for core fans, not mainstream. And honestly, I believe it. This does really line up with everything that we know. From some of the samples teased, like the Better Off Alone snippet I played earlier, and all the other stuff pointing towards this second album existing, it's just undeniable. I can't wait until next Sunday when Carti performs and we get more info. Him talking to us, finding out whatever we need to know, hopefully at least. Like I said, I'll be streaming his entire Rolling Loud set along with Ken, ASAP, and all the others that are performing at Rolling Loud this weekend. So be sure to be there. It'll be a really fun time and you'll get to watch his set. Comment if you think this album is dropping on Friday, what you think about this double album leak. Is it real? Comment your thoughts down below. Thanks so much for watching, and on that note,